How old are you?
19.
Have you had sufficient time to think about this and the consequences of entering into this plea?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there this is what I need you to do for me, okay?
Welcome back. Haram Hernandez appeared before Judge Stephanie Boyd in a drug possession case. He was 19 years old, and the hearing was supposed to move through a no contest plea. At first, it looked routine. Papers were signed, the charge was read, the questions began. But then one moment made Judge Boyd slow everything down. Hernandez was not answering with the confidence the court needed to hear. The defense said he was nervous. The judge saw something more important. Before anything could move forward, she had to know he understood the rights he was giving up. This was no longer just about a controlled substance charge. It was about fairness, consequences, and whether a young defendant truly understood the choice in front of him. And before the court could continue, one question had to be answered. Was the plea truly his to give?
All right. Court is calling 2026 CR 00453 State versus Haram Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brandon Craig, State.
Defense.
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
And are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hernandez, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
State proceeding as presented?
We are, Judge.
All right. Mr. Hernandez, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
And while they're signing that, the court will find that state is in compliance with discovery.
Yeah.
All right, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case? All right, let's do it this way. You have a right to a jury trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand by entering this plea, you're giving up that right to a jury trial?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Do you want to do that?
I have 30 seconds, Judge.
All right.
Your Honor, for the record, so you remember prior to signing that document, we just asked you specifically if you know what a jury is and what a jury does?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you told me you know what that is?
Yes, sir.
You told me you do not want to have a jury trial in this case?
Yes, sir.
You understand that in exchange for the plea agreement, so that's the plea agreement, we're not having a jury trial.
Yes, sir.
That you want to give up those rights and move forward with the plea?
Yes, sir.
You understood that before you signed the documents, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
How old are you?
19.
Have you had sufficient time to think about this and the consequences of entering into this plea?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is what I need you to do for me, okay? If there's anything that you don't understand or any questions that you have, ask me. All right?
Ma'am.
Because entering into these plea bargain agreements, there are consequences attached to them. And sometimes younger people like yourself who are like 17, 19, 21, sometimes they don't think about all of the consequences when they're entering a plea. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to go over this with you slowly. If it's something you don't understand, just stop me. It's not going to bother me. That's what I get paid for, okay?
Mhm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So the first thing, you have a right to a jury trial. So with a jury trial, what would end up happening is 12 people would sit in the box. These would be just 12 ordinary citizens. Before they're seated in that box and sworn in, your attorney would get a chance to ask them questions. The state would ask them questions. And ultimately, a jury would be in the box. That jury, their sole job would be is to listen to whatever evidence is presented. So in your case, the state would call witnesses, right? So from reading the stipulations a little bit, some of the witnesses they would call the police officers, whoever is the person who stopped you, and have them testify about why they stopped you, right? Whoever did the search, they'll call that person to talk about the search. And then the person who did the drug testing, they would call them to present evidence to the jury that the drugs are what they're saying it is. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when the state calls those witnesses, your attorney would have a chance to question them, which is called cross-examination. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And then after the state has presented their evidence, they couldn't call you as a witness. So they can say, oh, my next witness is going to be Mr. Hernandez. Now, when you're doing this plea bargain agreement, you're giving up your right not to testify. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're waiving your right to remain silent. Also, what you're giving up is you're not going to have a jury. So 12 people are not going to listen to any evidence because you said you want to do a plea. The only person who's going to see the evidence is me. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And the state is not going to call any witnesses because their witnesses are going to come in the form of this piece of paper. And I'm just going to read what's in the piece of paper. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So do you understand all those things?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you want to go to a jury trial or you want to continue with this plea?
Continue with the plea.
All right. Did you understand if I grant your application for deferred adjudication, if you were ever revoked, then you're subject to the full range of punishment. So that means that you could be sentenced up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $2,000 fine. When you're sentenced to the state jail facility, that's day for day time. So if you're sentenced to 6 months, you're supposed to do 6 months. You'll get credit for some time that you've been in custody, but those are the rules. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor. I think some of his hesitancy is based on he was shocked that he got you as a judge, and he's a little nervous that he thinks he's going to be on YouTube. He expressed that to me.
Well, no, I mean, he hasn't been answering my questions, but okay. And Mr. Hernandez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and reentry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. According to this plea, there's a $1,000 fine that's going to be probated. What that means, if you're successful on your probation, you won't have to pay the $1,000. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And the state is recommending deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2025 CC 016490. And that's for another court to sign. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense and state?
It is a plea, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years, 70 hours of community service restitution, the DOEP, and regular UAs. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Judge. Reference to exhibit number 1, including all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right.
This hearing was a reminder that a plea is never just a formality. The law requires understanding, choice, and accountability before rights are given up. The judge slowed everything down because consequences matter, especially when a young defendant may not fully see what is at stake. Deferred adjudication can be a chance, but it still comes with rules, proof, and responsibility. The courtroom is not only about punishment. It is about whether a person truly understands the path they are choosing. That lesson does not end when court adjourns. It follows every choice made after. If this made you think, drop a comment below. Do you think the judge made the right call by slowing everything down? Subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns,